Today we are in Regency at EverRange. This is a Toll Brothers 55 and older community, fully gated. This community has only been around for a month, and there's about 132 home sites that are planned. About 7 are sold, so you're not gonna wanna miss this community because it is going fast. If you're relocating into Northeast Florida, this is probably exactly what you've been looking for. Let's just hop right into the tour. Okay, we're back at the EverRange community. Today we are looking at the Avena. This home is one of the most sought after in this community. Even though it's still very, very new, this one checks a lot of boxes for a lot of people, so I had to make its own video for it. Now, walking up on the home, we have the 3-car garage. Absolutely fantastic. If you're coming from up north, this is gonna be very valuable to you because we don't have basements in Florida. Most people use that 3rd-car garage to handle all of their storage needs. So keep that in mind as we're looking throughout the home. Now this home is all one level, meaning there are no stairs you have to worry about. Walking in, you have that beautiful tray ceiling. I absolutely love the separation between the secondary bedrooms and the main living area. We're starting here on the left, and then we're gonna make our way around. So here we have that secondary bedroom, a lot of natural light in here, absolutely beautiful. These rooms are absolutely very spacious. This is about a 13 by 12 sized room. Absolutely beautiful in here. A lot of space to work with, a lot of upgrades you can do in this room as well. And it does have its own walk-in closet. I gotta tell you, this walk-in closet, the video's not doing it any justice. There's a lot of space in here. And if you're a DIY person like myself and my wife, then you can get your own kind of storage set up in here very easily. Now, right off of that room, we are gonna make our way into the shared bathroom. So these are Jack and Jill rooms. You have the dual vanity sink, which is absolutely gorgeous. I love the style of these. Now, as an upgraded option, you can add soft close on that. The model's not showcasing it. And then directly behind me, you have your shower, tile up to the ceiling, and then you can upgrade it to add in a tub as well. Now this next bedroom here, just a little bit smaller. You're looking at about 13 by 11. So still great size, a lot of natural light coming in through the home. Very beautiful. If you're coming from up north, you're probably not used to waking up to the sun. This is the home that will give you that opportunity. And then you have the walk-in closet here, not as big as the other one, but still the fact that there's a walk-in closet in a secondary bedroom, absolutely amazing. Now there are 132 homes that are going to be in this community. What's amazing about it is that about 8 of them at the time of this video are already sold. The community is moving fast. So if you want insider information, go ahead and send me an email just whenever you're ready. No pressure. Here we just have a linen closet. You have that nice glass door. Those are some of my favorites. You can of course replace it with a solid one. And then right through here is that 3-car garage. Now I gotta tell you that this 3rd-car garage is pretty big. It's technically, it's the 1 car, right? But it's very sizable. You can fit a golf cart and a car in here very easily. Absolutely beautiful. Love the space. That's probably the space you'll use for your storage if you're coming from up north. All right, now before I turn the corner on my right here, I'm just gonna open this door. We just have an HVAC closet. Nothing too fancy, just pretty standard. Really good placement. All right, so as an upgrade option, you do have this drop zone here on my left. There are 2 different versions of this. This is option number 2, if I'm not mistaken. And then you could always just leave it bare if you're only looking for the standard features. And then you have the soft close all throughout. Not on this drawer here, but you can always add that in. And then directly behind that drop area, this is the other entry into the 2-car garage. Definitely bigger than that 3rd car that we saw. Absolutely fantastic. Now, right off of the garage, we have the flex room. So this could be easily converted into an office space. It can be another bedroom, really just whatever you want it to be. It is a little bit smaller than that other bedroom. It's about 12 by 10.5. But still absolutely functional, really, really nice. You have those oversized windows letting in a whole lot of natural light into this room. And then we just have a pretty standard size closet. Again, this works very well potentially as a study, or if you want to convert it into a separate guest bedroom. That would make a whole lot of sense because right out of this flex room, you'll actually find the laundry room as well as your powder room. So right down this hallway on my left here is your powder room. Very massive for a powder room, I have to say, but still gorgeous nonetheless. Now, if you decided to turn your flex room into another bedroom, then this powder room actually becomes a full-on bathroom with a shower added as well. So that's partly why it's nice and oversized. And then we walk into the laundry room. Great size in here. Having the sink is an upgraded option, but I gotta tell you, these are absolutely worth it. Great amount of size. I'm 5'6", and these are eye level for me. You do get the soft close in here as well. And then directly behind me is, of course, the connections. Absolutely gorgeous. Let me know so far if this home is checking any boxes. Leave me a comment just telling me which room makes the most sense for you. Okay, now we make it into the heart of the home. And I just have so much to say about this living room because it is a showstopper. One, you have the patterned tray ceiling, which is absolutely beautiful. And then you have this massive open concept area for your living space. This is where all of the family gatherings are going to happen, all of the hosting. Absolutely beautiful. You have the windows on the left side here that really allow for that outdoor indoor living, and it just brings in so much life and natural light into the space. It just works very well. Now, where these storage cabinets are, this is an upgrade, and you can actually remove these to get in some ventless fireplaces, which would really just be game changing in a space like this. Absolutely beautiful. This is one of my favorite portions of the home. From this point, we are heading over into your kind of casual dining area. What I love about this portion is just all of the windows letting in all of that natural light. And then you have a beautiful sight line into your backyard at all times. You always feel connected in a space like this, which I think matters a whole lot. Absolutely gorgeous. Only good things to say about what Toll Brothers has done with these models. Now, these are newer homes, by the way, so these models aren't anywhere else. Now we're making our way into the kitchen. This is an upgrade feature to have those cabinets at the very top. And then you have a decent amount of space here in case cooking's important to you. You're not bumping shoulders. We do have the soft close on the drawers and cabinets. And again, I'm 5'6". This is all at eye level, so that should give you a good idea too of the space you're working with. Very, very nice. Then we of course have the massive oversized island. Everything is very connected and together, so this openness really brings the family close. And then of course we do have the gas stove with the microwave and ventilation system right above it. And then right above that ventilation system, this is actually hard for me to reach at 5'6", so keep that in mind if you ever really utilize that type of storage. Now, what I really love is when they make use of these corners. Not something you see often, but it's very functional when it actually works. This down here is probably one of my favorite features. I love how this opens up, and you can use this space very easily. This is one of those features that you didn't realize you need it until you actually have it because it comes so in handy. Praise the Lord for that one. Toll Brothers knew exactly what they were doing. Okay, again, 5'6". I am struggling just a little bit to get up there. Not a big deal though if you don't typically utilize that space. Then you just have that area maybe for a little coffee machine, whatever works for you. But beautiful kitchen, a lot of options. Now, unfortunately, I can't get into the walk-in pantry, but if you look at the floor, you can kind of see how it curves. Very sizable in there. You have a lot of space to work with your walk-in pantry. I'll be posting a new video on these probably in about a few weeks, so go ahead and subscribe and you'll definitely be able to get a better look into those pantries. Now I'm making my way into the primary room, and if this home is checking just a few boxes for you, go ahead and reach out to me just whenever you're ready. That way I can really determine if this area would actually be a right fit for you. Now walking onto the primary, we have this linen closet. You can substitute the glass for regular, whatever you prefer. So as we enter into the primary, you can just see how beautiful and how bright it is. You have that absolutely gorgeous tray ceiling, really good amount of space in here. You can actually extend it more into your backyard if you want more room. And then you have these oversized windows, just letting in a bunch of natural light. Absolutely beautiful space. Toll Brothers is really thoughtful with their designs. Even this primary, you enter on a corner, meaning the primary bedroom can't just be seen from everybody in the living room. They'd have to be in a very specific point, which I just really enjoy the intentionality behind that. Now here in the primary bathroom, absolutely gorgeous once again. You have your dual vanities, nice and separated by that massive window, letting in a lot of natural light. All of these drawers do have the option of soft close. It's not showcased here, but you can add it in. Directly behind this sink, we do have just the toilet room here. That would be covered by a door. And then we do have our walk-in closet. Now the position of this walk-in closet I think is really cool. Normally you'd find your shower here, but as you can see, we have a lot of space to work with. You have this absolute gorgeous storage system already set up for you if you choose that. And then you do have the soft close on all these drawers. Absolutely fantastic. They did a great job here. And then walking out, of course, you see that soaking tub. Now facing the shower, this will be covered. You have the tile that goes up to the ceiling, and then you have your connections here. There's where the water would come from. I would have liked to see an overhead shower, but not a big deal. Looking at that window, you can actually shorten that to extend your shower out, getting rid of the tub. So keep that in mind as well. Okay, directly out of the primary, we are going to make our way over to the backyard. And that's partly why the living space is one of my favorite areas of the whole house, because this just adds a whole extra layer of indoor-outdoor living. Now these are pocket doors. You can open them from either side. I'm opening it from here, and then as you can see, you can slide it all the way down. I'm doing this with pretty minimum effort using one hand, but absolutely gorgeous. I love the amount of natural light that lets in just opening that. And if you get it screened in, you can leave it open at all times. Now walking out, you have this massive oversized lanai with the connections here for your fridge or grilling, anything you want to do. Absolutely beautiful. Now this home showcases your lot with a pool on it, so this should give you a great idea. If you want to see what the other lots look like, I have another video that I will put at the end of this one, so you can take a look to see what those backyards are like. But here's a great example of a pool in your backyard. Absolutely beautiful back here. A lot of space, a lot of options. I really enjoy how they had this set up. Now where this red circle is, your lanai can actually extend out to that area as well. So keep that in mind as you're looking. I know a lot of people actually would prefer to have their lanai come out further. Hey, if you found this video helpful, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on any other home tours that I feature on the channel. Now at the end of this video, I'm gonna have links to see the other models in this community, and reach out to me whenever you're ready. There's no pressure there, but some of the biggest mistakes that people make is that they try to do this on their own, which is totally possible, right? But moving from another state can be stressful, and it can be difficult if you don't have somebody who's ground level, who really knows the areas. So I'm here whenever you're ready. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. If you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. That way you don't miss out on any more of these beautiful home tours that we feature. Now, I don't just show these homes just to show them. I'm trying to help you discover what will actually fit your lifestyle and what makes sense for you. If you're relocating into Northeast Florida, reach out to me just whenever you're ready. There's no pressure. However, the worst mistake I see buyers make when they're relocating, they reach out to the on-site agents, and those agents are great, but they represent the builder. They don't represent you. That's like using somebody else's lawyer in the same court case. It just doesn't work. So whenever you're ready, reach out. I chose these two videos up here because they go hand in hand with what's around this particular community, and it'll give you a good idea of what Northeast Florida has to offer. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.